Welcome to Scary Hour. They say scars fade with time, but ours never did. Not the ones that matter, anyway. It all started on a stormy night, the kind where the rain lashes against the windows and the wind howls like a lost soul. My friends Ethan, Jake, and I made a foolish choice. We were trying to get home, cutting through the old abandoned St. Jude's Hospital on the edge of town. Everyone knew the stories, of course, the fire that swept through the wards decades ago, the patients who never made it out. But we were young, and we thought we were invincible. We were wrong. The moment we stepped inside, the air changed. It became heavy, thick with the stench of smoke, rot, and something else, something medicinal and cloying. Every footstep we took on the debris-littered floor echoed unnaturally, as if the hospital itself was holding its breath. The silence between the rumbles of thunder was deafening, broken only by the drip, drip, drip of water somewhere deep inside the decaying structure. We huddled closer, our bravado quickly evaporating in the oppressive darkness. The beams of our flashlights cut through the gloom, revealing peeling paint, overturned gurneys, and shadows that seemed to dance just at the edge of the light. We pushed deeper, drawn by a morbid curiosity we couldn't explain. Further we went, the colder it got. It's not just a damp chill, but a deep, penetrating cold that settled in our bones. We found ourselves in what must have been a patient's room. Like the others, this one was almost entirely scorched. The walls blackened with soot, the metal bed frame twisted into a grotesque shape. And in the corner, leaning against the charred wall, was a tall, ornate mirror. It was surprisingly intact, save for a single, jagged crack that ran right down the middle. "Who leaves a mirror in a place like this?" Jake whispered, his voice trembling slightly. He stepped forward, his fascination overriding his fear. The glass was caked with years of dust and grime. Reached out and wiped a patch clean with his sleeve. For a second, his reflection stared back at him just as it should. But then it changed. The reflection's mouth twisted into a wide, unnatural smile, while Jake's own face remained a mask of confusion. The smile widened, impossibly so, and the eyes in the mirror were no longer his. They were dark, empty voids. We all froze. Before we could even scream, something began to seep from the crack in the glass. It was thick, dark, and viscous, like blood. It trickled down the mirror, defying gravity. At the same time, the air turned ice cold, and I felt something intangible, like a frozen fingertip, brush across my cheek. We didn't wait to see what happened next. We turned and ran, stumbling over each other in a blind panic, not stopping until we burst back out into the storm, gasping for air. The next morning, the horror followed us home. Jake called first, his voice frantic. He had a strange burn mark on his neck, shaped like a twisted handprint. A few hours later, Ethan found a similar, larger burn across his chest. And me. I woke up with a deep, thin cut right under my eye. It looked like a scratch from a fingernail, but it wouldn't stop bleeding and it refused to heal. We tried to rationalize it, to blame it on the chaos of our escape, but we knew. We knew it was the mirror. The disappearances started a week later. Jake went first. They found his empty room, the window shattered. In the middle of the floor was a pile of broken mirror shards, and his phone, its screen displaying a single, chilling photo. Jake's smiling reflection, taken from inside his own closet. Ethan was next. He became paranoid, covering every reflective surface in his house. But it wasn't enough. He vanished from his locked bedroom without a trace. The only thing left behind was a message, scrawled on his steamed-up bathroom window, but the words were backward, as if written from the other side. It's just me. The scar under my eye still burns, a constant nagging reminder. It flares with a hot, searing pain whenever I accidentally catch my reflection. I've boarded up my windows and thrown out every mirror. I live in darkness, but it doesn't matter. The reflection still finds me. I see it in a darkened TV screen, a puddle of water on the street, even in the glossy back of my own phone. It's always there, watching, waiting. Its smile is wider now, and its scar matches mine. So, a word of warning. If this story has sent a chill down your spine, if you find yourself looking over your shoulder, be careful. And if you wake up tomorrow with a new, unexplained scar, whatever you do, don't look in the mirror. If you made it through this tale, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for more terrifying stories. Right here on Scary Hour. Thank you for watching. Stay safe.